It might not be a surprise at the Geneva Motor Show, but it's still one of the most hotly anticipated cars. It's the Ferrari FF. It's the first four-wheel drive Ferrari, and whilst we're here, it's worth having a look at the system. Ferrari claims that it's 50% lighter than a standard four-wheel drive car. Now, you might be thinking, how can that happen? Well, there's something missing here, and that's the centre diff. You see, essentially the FF is a rear-wheel drive car, but the engine's far enough back in the engine bay that they can then put a small gearbox on the front with the clutches and then send power when it's needed to the front wheels. So rear-wheel drive, you can send power straight off the crankshaft to the front wheels if needed. It can send up to 30% of the power to those front wheels, and it could be 30% to the left front or 30% to the right front, so it could be up to 200 brake horsepower to either one of those wheels. It's a pretty cool system, and I think for all those purists out there wondering what Ferrari are doing producing a four-wheel drive car, the fact that it's essentially still rear-wheel drive should ameliorate their concerns. This is obviously meant to be Ferrari's more practical car in their range, practical obviously being a slightly relative term, but I'm sitting in the back of this car. It might need somebody short like Richard Meaden to drive it whilst I'm in here, but yeah, you can imagine doing a long distance in here. More importantly, obviously, you can put the rear seats down and you get a huge boot space. As it is, with the bespoke luggage, you can get seemingly enough for probably 4 people to certainly have a very comfortable weekend away. I think it adds an entirely new dimension, obviously, to what Ferrari's got on offer. The looks, well, I like the Bredvan Z3 Coupe, so I like the looks of this, and it looks certainly a lot better in the metal and much more well proportioned. I think it could be an absolute stormer of a car for Ferrari.